Hey, what's up, yo? It's Noku2 here with a new comic haul. First of all, as always, I want to start off by thanking everyone who has taken the time to watch my videos and to leave a comment. I appreciate it. Um, Actually, I have two videos that I'm going to post today. One I thought got uploaded, but didn't get posted correctly, so I'll post that after this video. So, twofer, I guess, huh? Well, let's just get started. So, what do we have here? I went on a road trip to actually out of state, um, and I decided to stop at a comic shop. I only had time to stop at one that I'd never been to. Uh, a decent comic shop. I can't remember what it's called. Comics and Collectibles or something like that. It was in Indiana, and came across a few books. So there wasn't really any stealth buys or scout buys, but they were priced fairly. He uses Overstreet to price his books. They had a lot of comics, and but the area serves a pretty large population of 350,000 people. They are the largest comic shop in the town, and so a lot of their stuff had been picked through, because they have quite a few collectors. But I did manage to find some things. The guy was fairly nice, knowledgeable. He's been in the business for about 40 years. So here's a book that I've been looking for a long time, trying to find it raw. Even online, it can go for a little bit of money. I did pay $6 for this. It's in near mint shape. It's Just Imagine Stan Lee's. This is the back cover. For those of you that know, all of the Just Imagine, Stan Lee, if he had done whatever superhero, Catwoman, or Superman, Wonder Woman, he's done quite a few. The back cover was done by Adam Hughes, and of the ones from this Stan Lee imaginary, Catwoman is probably one of the hardest ones to find. I think it has to do with the fact that Adam Hughes has a cover on it. On a good day, this book will go for $10 to $15. I've seen it sell for as high as 20 on eBay. It's a nice cover. Some of the I've shown a lot of the comics. The only one that I'm missing now from the Just Imagine Stan Lee. I'm trying to think who did it. It's Stan Lee with Jim Lee, but I can't. I think it might be Suicide Squad. But I am looking for that book. The other things that I found there. See if I have it here. Where did it go? I think it's in this file here. I found all of these, which was great. I found for cover price. Now I did pay $6 for that, which I do believe actually might be cover price. Yeah, it's cover price. $6, $5.95 was the cover price. So that wasn't a bad deal. I was more than happy to pay for that. I found all of these there. Star Wars. It's funny is a lot of shops now, because of the Mandalorian, they won't even put out Dark Horse Star Wars books because it's kind of like FOMO, right? They're afraid that a book will get hot and they sell it for some cheap price, so they won't even put out Dark Horse Star Wars. So this store was not that case, and so I'm actually surprised that I found these. This was Star Wars Rebel Heist #1, Adam Hughes cover. Star Wars #2, Rebel Heist, another Adam Hughes cover. I got two of those. These are all in their mint. They were $3 a piece, actually. So 50 cents less than cover price. And then he didn't have #3, but he did have #4. So, he told me that that he didn't have a lot of collectors that were collecting Adam Hughes covers, which surprised me, and I guess that's why those were still there. Now, the other book that I got that I was happy to get. He has all the Silver Age behind the desk, I guess, behind the cases, I guess. They're not on display. They're in a box. I was kind of pressed for time. And so I said, yeah, I'll look through some of the books that he has, knowing that he was pricing at Overstreet. And, I probably will take a trip back there because he had quite a bit. I just didn't have time to go through them all and look at the grades that he's grading and comparing it to the price. He didn't have any of the huge books, but he did have this, which I thought was a fair price for the grade. And that is Fantastic Four, number 65. First appearance of Ronan the Accuser. This is probably VG or maybe just a G, grade, because there's some, pretty significant damage on the spine. A couple of creases in the corner. There is it's not even a tear. It's like a crack in the back cover, which I think is because it was brittle. And it looks like a tear, but it's not a tear. Other than that, it's completely, firmly attached at the staples. It really presents well in the Mylar, actually. And he had $37 on it. So I thought that was a pretty decent price for a first appearance in a Silver Age Fantastic Four. Speaking of Fantastic Four, now I bought this from a estate sale on eBay. And the reason why I bought it, I wanted to try this auction house out. And I'd never seen them before. They had quite a few books they were listing. They had... And they had made a statement that they're going to list a bunch of comics in the future. So I decided to say, buy one of their lots in an auction, which I won, just to see if when they say it's high grade, is it really high grade? And so I got this book here, Fantastic Four number 170, which is, this is really nice copy, off-white to white pages. And the lot was 4 copies of the same book. And it was listed as just high grade. And I would have to admit that these were all in high grade, easily a 9 to 9.6 on these 4. Very nicely preserved books. My guess is they purchased some kind of, not just a collection, but they purchased maybe a store of some sort, because these books did not come individually bagged. Most of the lots were, 3 to 4 copies of the same comic. And I paid for 4 copies of Fantastic Four number 170, $16 shipped. So I thought that was worth a try to see how that turned out. So turned out pretty good. I've saved them as a seller, and I'm gonna follow and see what other books they may have.
Hi.
Oh, hi Max.
Hi.
So what you got there today? You got something to show in the video?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh, where's his pumpkin?
Oh, it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh.
Be with it.
All right. So we've been going to a comic shop out of town and for tutoring for Max. And if he does well in his class, we've been stopping by the comic store, and he's getting an action figure. So this is, for those who don't know, this is the Green Goblin Archives figure. that he picked out. Kind of spooky with the eyes. I don't know if you can tell. Kind of bulging. But pretty nice figure, actually. Probably one of the nicer Green Goblins I've seen. I really dig this figure. Obviously, this figure, unbeknownst to him, is supposed to stay on a card. But of course, he opens it up. You know, there's still a market for loose figures. It came with an extra head of Harry Osborn unmasked, and the Goblin Glider, right? Little pouch. It came with the. Did it come with just one Max? Flaming pumpkin. And it came with the head of Harry Osborn. So really nice figure. Thanks for sharing, Max.
See ya.
See you later. All right. Now, back to the books. Sorry for that interruption. Like I said, we're trying to cultivate his enthusiasm to be a YouTuber. So what else do I want to show? Since we're sticking to some Silver Age books, I thought I'd show this book here. This is the Marvel Tales reprint of Spider-Man number 43, I believe. 42. And for those that don't know, Amazing Spider-Man 42 is the first appearance of Mary Jane. And it has a famous line in there where she goes, "Face it, Tiger, you've hit the jackpot." I think it's a severely undervalued comic. I bought this, yes, it's a reprint, but it's yellow border. It's near mint. The book itself is hard to find in high grade for a reasonable amount. I was, however, fortunate enough, I've been looking for a reasonably priced copy, and I found one. I found Spider-Man number 42 in a 6.0, which is, in my opinion, the first appearance of Mary Jane. Now, they give I believe it's the next issue, 43, the first full appearance, and that this is just a cameo. The debate of whether it's a cameo or first appearance will probably always go on, but in my opinion, it's the first appearance because, you see her full face. She has word bubbles where she speaks. She's introduced by name. It's not like a shadow. And so this is a pretty crisp copy. Very nice, off-white to white pages. And I paid less than $300 for that, which I thought was a good deal. A really good deal. So 6.0. Now, it's funny, as I saw a 6.5 that was probably maybe even $50 cheaper than this. But when I looked at the high resolution scans online, it did not look like it was in nearly as clean and crisp as that book, so I did not buy it. There were lots of color breaking spine ticks, and this one really doesn't seem to have. There's a couple of spine ticks that you can, I don't know if you can see if the glare of the bag, but there's a couple of spine ticks on the side. But, it's hard to see. And personally, I think the only reason why this got downgraded is because there's a date stamp on the back. Because I think this book is probably a 6.5, maybe even a 7, because it's in pretty nice shape. But I'm happy to have that book. All right, so let's keep going. And I love that cover there. So what else did I find? All right, so for 50 cents at another comic shop, LCS, I found this Maze Agency with a Brian Boland cover. I said for a quarter, why not buy this? Captain Atom #1. That was in high grade near mint. Got this for 50 cents, which is Legends of the Stargazers Book 2 with an Adam Hughes cover. It's funny how his early work, you know, like a lot of artists, it just, you see a little resemblance of Adam Hughes, but it just is nowhere near the way he draws now, in my humble opinion. Some other comics I just picked up. I think these Michael Cho covers, two-tone covers, are great. Amazing Spider-Man #61. I think that has some potential down the line. You know, I did buy these 2 copies of Amazing Spider-Man 55, third print, because I like the blue. I got 2 copies at cover price of Taskmaster #4, which if you haven't read this series, it's a pretty good series, actually. I know #3 had a lot of heat on it for the first appearance of the South Korean superhero. I can't even remember what his name was. Tagashi? Something like that. And I do have a couple of copies of that. Found this for cover price. X-Men. Haven't really been buying a lot of X-Men books because I got tired of them, to be honest. I hear that Hickman's run is pretty good. I have collected some of the early issues, but there are just so many tie-ins, I just lost interest. And that's #12, and I did get the second printing, which is the first appearance of High Summoner right there. The Summoner. This book came out this past Wednesday. A Jen Bartel cover of Jessica Drew. Nice looking cover. Now I found this for $1. And the reason why I picked it up is as I've gotten older, obviously books that I collected as a younger collector have gotten older. And I have found as I've continued to hunt that finding some of these books in high grade in the dollar bin is getting harder and harder to do. And for that reason, I've started picking up books in this run of this era if I find them in really high grade. And so the Uncanny X-Men 225, really not a key issue, but that comic is in really high grade near mint. And so I picked that up for $1. Same for Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man #16. If I find those in a dollar bin, I'll pick it up for $1. Another dollar book with the Heat of WandaVision and the White Vision. No, I didn't find #45, but I did find one of the books in that story run, #47 for $1. I found this for $1, the Micronauts #11, which has a little speck on it. It's the first appearance of the Time Traveler, which I don't really know much about. I think it has something to do with Null. Found these for cover price, which these are probably going for about $15 right now a piece. And that is cover #1 from Jinx World with the Brian Mack cover. Variant number, or maybe that's the variant. Is that the variant? No, that's the regular cover. And this is the variant. And I found both of those for cover price, which was a decent deal. Has some heat because I think it's been optioned for a TV show or something, which, you know, I'll play the game. I haven't read it, but I originally picked those up because of the cover. I like David Mack. And then later it became optioned. Fantastic Four 222 for $1. It's a high grade early, was it Copper Age? What else do I want to show? Found this for $1. Variant edition of Star Wars Screaming Citadel #1 variant. Got this for $1 because it was in very high grade. The Invincible Iron Man Volume 1, 169. First appearance of James Rhodes as Iron Man. I've talked about this before. David Nakayama. I'm really starting to dig his covers. The Immortal Hulk 31, the Gwen Stacy variant, which I love this cover where they have Hulk in the rearview mirror, but he's also in her makeup mirror, which I think is cool. Great looking cover. Now, and I bought another copy of this. This is my second copy because I just think it's a beautiful cover. And that is Strange Academy #6, the variant with David Nakayama's cover. Paid $20 for that. Here's a book that came out of the gate, kind of on fire, and that is Batman #106, which is the first appearance of Miracle Molly and the new Scarecrow here. Now this one here has a little spine tick on it. You know, I picked it up at a comic shop, and that could be pressed out. But for cover price, I wasn't going to leave it there. Sold out most places, and with the yellow cover, I mean, it's just a great looking cover. So I did pick that up. Now, these next books I'm going to show, they really don't have any significance. They're just kind of cool covers. Got them for $1. Futures End Joker cover by, is that Sook? That might be Sook. Let me see. Who is that? Yeah, Sook. Ryan Sook. I think he's an underrated artist. That's a great looking cover. Got this, John Cassidy, Uncanny Avengers #9. Nice looking, pink cover with Scarlet Witch. Got this cover, Journey into Mystery #641, solely because it was done by Stephanie Hans. Nice looking cover. Got this book for half off, and so I believe it was $4. There was a sale, so I paid $2 for that. Amazing Spider-Man #408. Probably worth only $2. Although online, you know, it can go for a little bit. I don't know what. Maybe because it's an all-white cover, it's hard to find in near mint. And I got this for $1. Spider-Man #4. The Miles Morales for $1. What else do I want to show? 23 minutes. You know what? Let's see. That'd be better organized than this. I think I'm going to stop there because I need to get organized and I'll just be wasting everybody's time. So I'm going to end there, 24 minutes, kind of a short video, but that's my haul, and I appreciate your time. Till next time, peace. I'll be posting the second video after this one too.